Candidate Tony Windsor, who is challenging Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce in his seat, has accused the National Party of implying in an election ad he cheated on his wife. Have a look at this.
He wants me to take him back. Well, it was okay for a time, I guess.
Yeah, but then he ran off with Julia.
Yeah.
Do you miss him?
Sometimes. But things have changed and I've moved on. Not this time, Tony.
Gretel, what do you think? Does Tony... Sorry, I quite like it. What do you think Tony Windsor's wife deserves an apology here? Is that what you read into that?
Look, it's so interesting, isn't it, Sam? Because we look at it, it's well scripted. They've got the unfaithful thing, suggesting Tony Windsor wasn't faithful to his constituents when he supported Julia Gillard. Is it offensive to the women in the ad? Is it offensive? Is it a successful ad? Is it getting us talking? Yes. But the way to look at an ad like this sometimes is, should anyone be offended, is how would you feel if you were the subject of it? And I thought about that wandering in, and I thought it wouldn't happen. You would not ever put a woman who was running for Parliament in an ad like this and suggest that she'd been having an affair with men. And so, therefore, I think it actually is an inappropriate ad.
OK. Tom, what do you make of it?
Oh, I think it's a brilliant ad. I think it's very funny. I think it gets the message across. Honestly, for Tony Windsor or his wife to take it seriously, you know, it's meant as a metaphor or an allegory or one of those sorts of things. It's not honestly saying that Tony Windsor was unfaithful to his wife. It's just that he let down the constituents of New England, which he did. So, honestly, I think it's a brilliant ad. And just like the one we did before, people are looking at it, they're talking about it. And I'd say it's achieved what Barnaby Joyce wants it to achieve.
What do you think about if we did do a role reversal? And usually I'm the one supporting the women in this, but I'm actually supporting Windsor in this. What do you think about the notion of if you swapped the roles and had a woman as the subject of it, it would be unacceptable, so therefore it's really not a level playing field?
Well, maybe it isn't, but I don't think it would be unacceptable, because you can't just see it at face value. It's not about, oh, Tony Windsor had an affair. It's Tony Windsor, you know, voted in Parliament the way his constituents didn't want, and then he retired from politics, and now he wants another go. So see it for what it actually is, not what it seems to be. I just think it's a funny ad. I think it gets the message across. Not many political ads do this. I mean, look at the campaign thus far. It's been so boring, and this is one actually amusing small part of it.
I think it's actually quite clever for a political ad, because they're all so vile to each other that this is actually a little bit
but I think
on a very... And what two women haven't sat over coffee and talked about a text message from an ex-wife? It's actually, I think, quite brilliant.
I just think if we're going to stand up for things, we've got to do it fairly to everyone. I get that it's a funny ad and it's clever.
It's
got
stuck
us
into the
talking.
men and the women. I agree. Everybody gets stuck into everybody. OK, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Gretel.
Thank you.
Let's go back to London now.